Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I want to go through what is the best silver proof $2 coin to collect. So we've only had two, so it's kind of a new series that's come out, and there's two key styles. So I want to go through each of the different ones, what else there is within their series, and why I think one is fundamentally better than the other. So I'll start with the original one. This is the 2023 Vietnam War coin, as you can see here. An absolute beautiful coin. I was lucky to get 70 PCGS 70 on both, which is definitely very nice to own. So this one has Queen Elizabeth on the back, which I think is really, really neat, and especially having the memorial years of reign. So I do think that is a nice little touch as one of the last kind of silver coins to have Queen Elizabeth on it. One of the better last silver coins. I know there was some other sports related ones, but this is definitely for me the best one. Ungraded at the moment, you're looking at around $600. So if you're looking for the box, just like this, the Vietnam War box with the coin, ungraded is $600, which is definitely a very, very, still pretty good return from the original $80 investment. Minted of only 5,000, so a very, very low minted coin. So being the first in the series, and I think the Vietnam War one with the helicopter in there, for me, the design point of view and the quality that pops out, I think it's nice and clear. You've got a nice clear Vietnam War with the medals kind of colouring around there, which is, and there's three different designs there. I've covered that in a video before. It's really nice and clear to see the three different specific to Vietnam War medal ribbons there. And then with the really cool helicopter, and the way you can move it around all the light, it really pops out. So from a design point of view, I think it's a really, really good coin. So in its current form at a 70, so this being graded at a 70, which is a perfect score, you're looking at around 1,200-ish. It did go up a lot higher. It was up over the $2,000 at one point, but the kind of coin, high-end coin collecting market has definitely dropped off a lot. And I think the $2 coin market is definitely dropping off. There's just too many coins and not as many collectors out there compared to what they used to be. So I definitely see the prices are dropping down a lot of these. So in the carded version, the ones that came out like this, so this is the card, you only had a mintage of 80,000, which was a nice lower number, and this is the coin here in your standard color $2 coin. On the card now, ungraded, you're looking around $46, so very reasonable price. And a PCGS 69, which is what I've got here, around $250. So, and these are the only coins. There was no circulated coins, so these are both C-minted versions. There was no circulated coins sent out, so, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to see these also in circulation. It would have been cool, and it would have added, I think, a little bit of value, a bit like the Poppy, where you've got your C-minted versions, and then you've got your non-C-minted versions that are in circulation. I think that always helps with the collector market around that, but I think it's because they weren't putting anything really with the Queen Elizabeth into circulation at the time, so we only had those. But definitely having a 69, which is I'm pretty sure top pop. I don't know if any of these ever ended up being graded at 70 compared to the purple Poppy. So very, very unique and cool one to get. So I'm very happy with this, and I think they're both pretty cool to get a 69 and 70. So then we go into the purple Poppy. So there's one that just came out last year, another C-mint. For me, the Poppy itself is very bland compared to the Poppy I think of the red Poppy. It just doesn't stand out as nicely. This is my personal opinion. This one is specific to do with war animals, purple Poppy. So you've got your dog, your horse, your cat, bird, and a few other things. So the coin design itself is okay, but you compare it to this one, we've got all the beautiful colors, a very clear image in the middle. This one, the writing on it is not as clear. So the war animals, I'm having to get it on the right light to actually get it to pop out as much. So for me, it's a lot busier design, and it's a lot not as clear to see. So again, retailed around $80 odd. This one has a high mintage of 7,500. So a lot higher mintage from that aspect. I mean, 2,500 is not that much more, but from a collecting point of view, this is one of the lowest $2 colored coins that you can get, so it makes it a lot more collectible. With 7,500 is similar to the Mars coin as well. So, but I still think it's cool to have it in silver. I do like silver, and having a $2 coin is pretty cool. So in box right now, so if you had to get the box, it's a cheap $250, which I think is an absolute bargain for a proof colored $2 coin at that in the C Mint. I think $250 really shows where the market is right now when it comes to these kind of coins. In a 70 like this, I couldn't find any sales on eBay, so that was interesting for me, because I know there are a few 70s out there, but no one seems to be actually selling them. So there is some for sale at $750, but they're not sold at that price, so they're still for sale at that price. So don't know if as many people are interested in $750. Seems like a reasonable price to me, but it's not being sold, so definitely seeing a little bit of heat out of the market. Then we also had the ones in the card, so this is still the C Mint ones. So this had a high mintage of 100,000 compared to your 80,000 here. Some of these graded really well though. So we did see some 70s. There are some 70s. I got a 69 for mine. So at the 70, you're looking at around $450, which is a pretty good price. I'm not exactly sure what the 69s are, but because there are so many 70s out there. But on the card itself, just being sold blank is $35, which is pretty much retail price still is what they're selling for. So they haven't really increased in price. And then you can still get the rolls at a pretty reasonable price. So this is the non-cemented coins in the Royal Australia Mint roll. So as you can see here, it's got the nice little stamp on it. It's pretty cool, King Charles. And then we've got the roll here unopened. So you're looking at around $110 for these still, which is pretty cheap, I think, for having this uncirculated roll. Like I said, I personally always keep it in these, and keeps the coins in beautiful condition. But that's still pretty unique. But definitely there seems to be a lot of them out there, so they didn't really go off this War Animals one. Didn't seem to take to the market like some other ones did. So I'd love to know in the comments below why you think there's such a separation between the two. Is it because of the design? Is it because of this was the first one with the silver, or not? I'd love to know what your personal opinions are on the two, and what's your favorite. For me, by a long shot, was the silver one. I remember getting that too, so I had to get this one on the secondary market because I didn't win the bid, but I remember being on call to the Royal Australian Mint early and being online and just going through all the hassles. This is before they had that no scam system, and I was lucky enough to get one of those and one of those each. So I remember the excitement of getting it and then sending it off to be graded. It's one of my first coins I sent off to be graded and get a 70. So definitely has some fond memories personally on that one. Looks like we've got a light about to go out, so time to wrap up the video. So love to know what your feedback and what you personally think. Make sure if you do like this video, give us a thumbs up, and there's a link down below to buy us a coffee if you want to give a shout out to the channel. And make sure if you're not yet subscribed, I'm going to do a couple of videos in the next couple of weeks around $2 colored coins and where I think the market is heading, and a bit of feedback about myself, what my thoughts are on the colored $2 coin market. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.